and welcome to another Papercraft Society box reveal. Now this box has come from Pretty Gets Gritty, and that's Lynette Jasper. I'm really excited about this box because from first glance the design on the front is absolutely beautiful. We've got gorgeous dusky blues and teals there with the beautiful silver, the geometric shapes and the butterfly. So I'm really excited to delve in. Now I've not been through this yet, so let's take a look. Come take a look with me and we'll see what's inside. So the first thing that Lynette says is, don't think outside the box, think of what you can make with the box. That is so clever. Do you know what? Very often what we do is we take our albums, our sleeve here that we keep all our dies and our stamps in, with the wording on the side, and we usually put that in our bookshelf and keep everything safe like that. But what do you do with the boxes? That'd be really great if you can start thinking about actually decorating those as well. So let's pop the box to the side there and have a look at what's inside here. This is always my favourite bit. I love that Velcro noise. So of course, don't forget to share your makes with Papercraft Society hashtag. So that's hashtag Papercraft Society on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on Craft World as well. Creativity takes courage. A day is never wasted if you use it to create. And creativity is intelligence having fun. Now we've got a lot in here. I can see we've actually got two stamp sets. We've got a stencil in there, we've got a die set as well. So let's go straight for the middle and let's have a look at the stamps. In fact, I'm going to take these papers, I'm presuming they're white behind, so we can have a closer look at the stamp. We've got It's Someone's Special Day, perfect for those people who love their maths and all their physics and things like that. You're in your prime. All these notes towards numbers there. It's really, really clever. We've got a really fun number border there too as well, and these sort of scientific shapes here that you could be using. I adore the light bulb. I think that is so cool with all those different shapes and lines in that you could be colouring in or leaving completely blank if you want to, and there's lots of other words there that you could be using as well. So that's one stamp set. And I noticed over here there is another stamp set, another one. So we've got here another birthday. Who's counting? Age is just an imaginary number. You can be my prime number. Oh, that's sweet. We've got some really nice background stamps as well here. So we've got a distressed look. We've got like ink splodges here, some cogs. That beautiful geometric butterfly. I think that is so, so pretty. Okay, now moving on, I always go from the stamps to the dies, because what we usually find is with the dies, these will line up with the stamps, and that looks exactly correct here. So we have got that light bulb here, the outline for the stamp light bulb. We've also then got the bottom of the light bulb there, the bit that screws in to the fitting, and we've got the filament for the middle too. We've got some cogs and gears, and then we've got that butterfly. I'll just line the butterfly up and check. Yep, that outlines perfectly the stamp butterfly. So you're going to be able to stamp and cut everything out, and then of course use the additional smaller cogs and gears. This is really fun. This is a really fun, it's a different shape, isn't it? So it's got embossing detail on it. You've got the little cutouts as well. I can imagine making some fantastic backgrounds using that shape, and that's something that's not included in the stamp, so it is completely different, completely unique. So pop the dies back in there. We also have included a stencil. Now this is really cool. So in fact that's totally the worst way to show you that, but you see it better here. So you've got here all the different numbers there going, they're not in order, so they're all very, very random, and they're going in this spiral shape. That is going to make beautiful backgrounds. Of course, you can use your stencils with inks, with spritzes, with texture pastes, and you can emboss stencils as well. Now, lastly, in this wallet, we've got backing papers. So let's have a look at these. I can see we've got sort of your scientific drawing sketches, doodles there, sort of thing you'd see on a blackboard in a scientist's office. That's really good fun there. So we've got that one. We've got this beautiful pastel shades of cogs, gears, but you've got foliage and you've got butterflies in here as well. So that's really different. You've got, this is beautiful. Again, we're looking at the soft blues here, so it's not too harsh. It's actually a really feminine but steampunky look with this one, with the gears there, all in that sort of distressed look. They're not too harsh, are they? All of those numbers, that's going to work really well with that stencil that we just looked at. And oh, this is beautiful. So this echoes that box. We've got the ombre going from the deep sort of the grey there up to the teal. It's really fun with that pattern on it as well. Oh, this is nice and bright. So we're looking at bright blues now with that same sort of blackboard design on. And then another. So usually we have repeated pattern papers. We've actually got all different ones here. So I love this. This is different. We've got the butterflies there. So that's going to match with your butterfly stamp and that outline die that you've got. But that on its own makes a beautiful background. You can see we've got detail in the background that's more subtle. So you're filling all the space. And then we've got those numbers again, but that's the reverse. So we've got it with the black background with the white numbers. They're really, really pretty. Now let's have a look inside the box in here. I love the bright yellow as well. Oh, okay, so we've got some tools. Let's have a look. First of all, we've got some chipboard. So we've got 2 tags. Great. So we've got tags and we've got like coasters here. So these are, at a guess, I'd say around about 4 inch by 4 inch. So they're lovely for making your little mixed media pieces with, whether you put these onto a card or whether you do them separately and decorate them. They're good fun. They smell amazing, actually. We've got a couple of pots of paint. So what we've got is a blue acrylic paint. That works really well with some of those papers, the colours that are in there. And we've got white gesso. Now, I'm sure there's going to be inspiration for how you use these paints and the gesso inside the project booklet that I can just see a sneak peek of there in the bottom. We'll come to that in a moment. So we've got the 2 pots of paint. How big are they? I'm not sure on the size of those. I'll have to check that. We've got a paintbrush as well. That's a really good quality paintbrush, actually, because you've got the rubber handle, really nice soft bristles, and they don't seem to be shedding either. That's fantastic. Nice paintbrush there. We've got a brayer. Okay, I've not used a brayer much before, so that'll be interesting to find out in that booklet how we're going to use this with our products. This is what I love about Papercraft Society. I love that we can learn new techniques and play with new products that we may not have had before. We always have the information card, like a postcard. Top tips to mark making. I've never heard of mark making before. I won't read it all through, but the introduction says, use these top tips from Lynette to enhance your projects with additional interest and texture. There we go. So we've got lots of tips and techniques there for you to try. And Lynette says the only limit is your own imagination, which is very, very true. So let's have a look at, shall we have a look at the cardstock before we look at the project booklet? So the cardstock here, we've got the beautiful blue. What else do we have here? So it's double-sided, beautiful with a white core. We have, I love that navy, that really dark blue. So we've got a repeat of the pale and a repeat of the dark. We have a bright blue as well, and then we have the yellow. So these are all going to work perfectly with your pattern papers, with your paint as well. That works really well with the paint too. So everything you put together using these products is just going to work beautifully. And lastly, we then have, of course, the Papercraft Society booklet. Now, this project booklet always is jam-packed, filled with projects. Okay, so we can see their inspiration using everything that's inside the booklet. So there's some ideas there. Oh, they're by myself. I thought I recognised those. We've actually got like a journal page there. That's a really big project using the kit. That's amazing. I am loving these. I really am. They're absolutely beautiful. So you've got a little bit about Lynette in there as well. We've got step-by-step photos. You're going to learn so much from this kit. You're going to absolutely love it. If you've never delved into the world of mixed media before, maybe you've always shied away from it and been a little bit scared, you're going to learn a lot. But maybe you love mixed media and you've been doing it all your crafting life. This is absolutely going to allow you to stock up on some more items. So there's everything that's inside the Papercraft Society box for this month. You can see more and you can subscribe at papercraftsociety.co.uk.